Dear all, I'm sure you can hear me well. Today, I am addressing you from Walpola Rahul Institute, from Kotte, and you all are participating in this program. Some are from Sri Lanka, some are from Australia, and maybe some are from other countries to for the program, the first death anniversary of WIJITHA GONSALKORALE. We are gathering, we all are from your places, we all are joining today for this first death anniversary of WIJITHA GONSALKORALE. And what we are going to do in this program is to remember her and little bit of bringing back the memory, and then with some to reflect some teaching of the Buddha, and then we will go for metta meditation or loving kindness meditation in memory of WIJITHA GONSALKORALE. That is what we are going to do today. WIJITHA Mangedara was born in Tholangamua, a small village situated a few kilometers past Warakapola in Colombo Candy Road. She lived there until her marriage in 1970 to Daya GONSALKORALE. And Tholangamua is probably best known for one of the best central schools in Sri Lanka. She was the middle sister in a family of 3 sisters. They lived with their parents in a small 18-acre coconut property alongside the main Colombo Candy Road. They were very unfortunate to lose their father in a motor accident when WIJITHA was only about 7 years old. Her mother had the task of bringing up the 3 children. The major part of the education of all 3 sisters was at St. Agnes Convent in Kandy, a school run by Catholic nuns. However, they were all brought up in a Buddhist environment, as their parents were strong supporters of temples, both at Tholangamua and in Mangedara, where their father was born and where he still owned property. Mangedara is a small village close to Tholangamua on the Abepussa Candy Road. Another reason their parents had decided to educate their children in this school, that is the convent, was that in addition to the high quality of education the school provided, it was also in English, and that in addition it attracted students from all sections of the Sri Lankan society: the Sinhalese, Tamils, Muslims and Burghers. 3 friends closest to WIJITHA were from the Sinhalese, Tamil and Muslim communities, belonging to Buddhist, Hindu and Islam religions. WIJITHA and Daya travelled overseas starting in 1971 to England, where they lived until 1976, followed by Nigeria and a return to Sri Lanka in 1971, and finally to Australia in 1988, where they lived until her sad demise on 10th May 2019 from a lung disease for which a cure has not been found to date. She left 2 children. The first, Shalini, born in 1971, now a dental surgeon and a senior lecturer at the University of Sydney, with 2 sons aged 15 and 13. And the second, Dinesh, born in 1974, now a project manager of computer software installations with a boy of 8 years and a girl of 6. WIJITHA GONSALKORALE lived the life of a true Buddhist, practicing its teachings and adhering with love to the basic tenets Metta, Karuna, Mudita and Upekkha. She was believer and practitioner of Pratipatti Puja rather than Amisa Puja. So, I am sure with this small note we all can bring back the memory of WIJITHA and to remember her and the contribution she made to make happy the people who were living around her, the children, and Mr. Daya GONSALKORALE and all the other relatives. So let's bring the memory of her to our memory, and let's try to reflect her good qualities and the way, as the note says, the way she tried to practice Buddha's teaching by being kind, by being generous, and without making any harmful thing to the community or those who were living around her, and doing best for their betterment. And one thing that, main two things, that one is the way she looked at her religion. It is not to be engaging so many those pincomers or but she was trying to practice what is taught in Buddhism in her own life, the way she lead the life. And the other thing I really that makes me WIJITHA is important, to be able to see people as human being and not as Tamil, Sinhala, Muslim or any, as human beings, to be friends, and the best friends are from all those communities. That is something, the way that shows the way she practiced Buddhism. By birth, no one is higher or lower, no one is, we cannot discriminate anyone by birth, and all are human without considering what religion, caste or creed. We can be good friends, and that is what really we are needing. The country I am speaking from, that is what this country needs. So I am very happy that I came to know about her life, the way she thought, the way she worked with all the communities. If we reflect on some teaching of the Buddha, as the note I got itself says, the Metta, Karuna, Mudita and Upekkha, these are four states that is explained in Buddhism. All these four factors say something, not how to work with myself. Of course, there is one point, that is metta, loving kindness. It is to deal with myself, and all the other three factors, karuna, mudita and upekkha, all these three things are to make our mind and to the way, to shape the way that we are going to work with others, not with myself. Karuna is to feel the same pain when someone is in a trouble, when someone is facing a sad situation. develop the same feeling in me, that is empathy, and then to do something according to your capacity to help that person. That is karuna or compassion. It is not sympathy, it is empathy, to feel the same way the person who is in trouble and feel the same feeling in you, and then to intervene. That is action. It is not just developing a thought, but go into action with that feeling. That is karuna. And mudita, the sympathetic joy, that is translated in into English. Again, when someone is happy, joyful, to feel the same feeling in you, to connect with that person and have that same feeling, and then to be happy with that person, to develop that ability to be happy. And then equanimity, upekha, where there are situations we cannot engage, we cannot do something because situation is so tense situation maybe, and there you do not hurt yourself, and you understand the situation is not conducive to you to engage, do something, and understanding it, you refrain, intervening, and you protect yourself without wounding yourself until the time comes for you to intervene, until the conducive time comes for you to intervene. That is upekha. And I did not explain what is metta, and in the in this program I will explain it more. And these three factors that I explain, karuna, mudita and upekha, is the way that we shape how we are going to work with other people, and how we are going to connect with other people. And then these three factors that is explained suggest that we cannot live alone, and we should not, we no need to, and we have to work with other people, live with other people, share with other people, and be sympathetic, empathetic to other people. And so it is to work with, live with other people. So all these three things are to train us and shape our way of working, the way to shape the way we understand each other, the other people. And this teaching, it is not that isolated something for us to shape the way we are going to work with other people. It is very much connected with the central teaching in Buddhism, that is conditional genesis theory or dependent origination theory. That is, we all are conditioned, and it is a process that continuously happening, and what we see today is the present level of the continuous change. And what we see today, what we hear today, what we touch now, what we taste now, is the present moment or present level of continuous changing. And it is not that permanently unchanging something that we are seeing, that we are touching, that we are hearing. What we see or hear or touch or taste or whatever, it is the present moment and of the continuous changes. And the Buddha explains that we human beings, we are incapable of understanding the whole picture, the history, how the factors that create the present level of changes of something or someone and his or her behavior. Since we are incapable of grasping that, we most of the time we respond to the present level of change, what we see or what we hear, and then what happens? We grab on the words that is uttered by someone or particular behavior, and we get sometimes angry, and sometimes angrily we are responding. But Buddha says that particular behavior of particular person is not the ultimate something, and that is a result of something, result of particular, maybe a wound that that person carries. That is why someone very easily get angry or get hurt. And if we know that, then we will not respond only to the surface level what we see. Instead of, we will try to understand why particular person behave in this way or that way. And if we understand that, if we are capable of understanding the whole picture, then our way of responding will be, calmer, and will be something soft. And that is what Buddha says not to be. That is called delusion, the moha, our incapability of seeing the whole picture, but what we see or hear now. And Buddha suggests us to see the whole thing. And if we know the whole thing, if we consider the whole thing, then that is where these four things that we discussed here, metta, karuna, mudita and upekkha, relevance, because we go into action understanding that conditional situation, Genesis theory, and then we intervene with karuna, compassion, because one reason is when we intervene with compassion, the process with my intervention starts in a particular way that is healthier, that is kinder, that makes the world better. If we intervene into the process with anger and hatred, that won't be something just intervention and then after that nothing. No, our intervention creates a situation, and that will be a starting point of a process that is harmful, that is not healthier to anyone around us. So Buddha always says, emphasize, intervene with compassion, sympathetic joy, and if there is no room for us to intervene, then it is equanimity. Refrain from intervening because understanding now it is not the suitable moment. The other conditions that created a particular situation is not conducive for me to intervene with metta, karuna and mudita. Then go for equanimity, and without wounding yourself. That is where the equanimity is important. And with this understanding, let's go for today's program in memory of WIJITHA GONSALKORALE. What we are going to do here today, for a short period, we are going to develop metta meditation, loving kindness meditation. We together, wherever you are, from your place, we can do it honestly in memory of particular person. We are not doing it for ourselves, but in memory of a particular person. So with that, we will go for this meditation for a short period of time. It won't be a big longer program. In Buddhism, there are certain meditation practices. Living in the present moment is anapanasati, breathing meditation. To live with awareness, that one is living in the present moment, that is breathing meditation. Breathing is what we do at the present moment. Whatever we do, we never stop breathing. So that is what really we are doing at this present moment. So concentrating on breathing is the way of training ourselves to be in the present moment. That is anapanasati or breathing meditation. And then to live with awareness or be aware all the time, that is called satipatthana. Again, anapanasati or breathing meditation is part of this satipatthana meditation, mindfulness meditation. So I am sure you have some idea about these meditation practices. The situations that we are facing today in the world, corona, the most important thing is to be aware and live in the present moment, and then it will be very helpful for us to not to avoid situations that this virus spread. So anyway, we are going into what we are going to do today is not those meditations but metta meditation. Metta meditation is a practice of bhavana. Metta bhavana is a phrase in the Pali language. Metta means love, like a mother loves her child. It means caring, compassion, friendliness or kindness. Hence, loving kindness for short. It is an emotion, something you feel in your heart. Bhavana means development or cultivation. So, metta bhavana means cultivating loving kindness. Now, let's sit comfortably, straighten your body and close your eyes. Have 3 deep breathing and relax your body. Here, even for a few moments, we give up all thoughts of ill will, all thoughts of harmfulness. We wish everyone, starting with ourselves, those dear to us, those neutral to us, and even those disagreeable to us, to be well and happy. This will create the necessary conditions to heal our hearts and allow our minds to respond calmly and compassionately in all situations without giving into anger, which can escalate to hate and violence. First, we develop metta towards ourselves, caring our body and our mind. We start by becoming aware of ourselves and focusing on feelings of peace, calm, and tranquility. No matter what, we can and we must love and care for ourselves. Repeating, may I be well, may I be happy, and the way to be well and happy is by letting go all thoughts of ill will towards anyone and all thoughts of harmfulness. So, may I be free from ill will, may I be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Then we think of a person dear to us, dear to you. Here we can bring the memory of your loved mother and wife WIJITHA GONSALKORALE, and Any other person you can remember. Bring their memory to your mind as vividly as you can and think of their good qualities. Feel your connection with this dear person and your liking for her and all others. The same manner, think of all the people who are dear to you. Feel your connection with those dear persons and your liking for them. And encourage these to grow by repeating, may they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from ill will, may they be free from thoughts of harmfulness, then think of someone you neither like or dislike, a person neutral to you. This may be someone you do not know well but see around. Include them in your thoughts and feelings of metta. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from ill will, may they be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Then think of someone you dislike, a disagreeable person, someone you are having difficulty with. This is the most difficult level of metta meditation. Here again, before going into the meditation part, we will do it with the understanding of the conditional genesis theory. No one is born to this world to be a harmful person. No child is born as someone harmful. It is the environment that the child's the upbringing, the environment that the child grow, and the education and the teachers that child meet, role models, all those are the factors that create particular person, so that we cannot get angry or anger towards a particular person or particular behavior. That particular behavior is a result of certain other factors. If we know that, then our anger will reduce, and with that understanding we can think of that person also is bound to be changed, and if that person will get love and care, sometimes that person will change it to a totally different person. The Angulimala story tells us that a person is not born as a harmful person, and someone will become a harmful, dangerous person because of the environment that the person grow. And then one way of solving the problem is the removing the result from the community. That is what the king tried to do. The Buddha's way of intervening is to change the person, change the conditions, and then the person changes. With that understanding, keeping that background in our mind, let's think again about that person that we cannot agree with, a person that we have a problem with. And with that understanding, let's try to develop loving kindness towards that person. Trying not to get caught up in any feelings of anger. Think of those people positively and send your metta to them as well. May they be well. May they be happy. May I have not feeling of ill will towards them. May they be free from ill will. May I have no thoughts of harmfulness towards them. May they be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Let's develop these thoughts in our mind. In the final stage, first of all, you think of all four people together: yourself, the friend, the neutral person, and the disagreeable person. May all be well. May all be happy. May I have not feelings of ill will towards anyone. May all be free from ill will. May I have no thoughts of harmful towards anyone. May all be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Let us extend our thoughts and feelings further to everyone around us, to everyone in our neighborhood, in our town, our country, and so on throughout the world. with a special consideration to those who are affected by COVID-19 and children who have lost their parents, parents who have lost their children, wives who have lost their husbands, husbands who have lost their wives, those who have lost their partners, all those who are suffering due to the loss of their loved ones. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from ill will, may all be free from thoughts of harmfulness. And let the mind settle in this feeling of loving kindness, the universal friendliness. Again, from ourselves and those who are caring, loving people, and then indifferent people, and then the conflicting people. From there, all who are living around, living all over the world, and all the living beings. Let's bring all these into our mind. Let's bring them and develop the loving kindness that we developed so far. Let's together go for silent meditation for about 5 minutes. With this, we are coming to the end of this metta meditation, loving kindness meditation that we all together conducted in memory of WIJITHA GONSALKORALE, and to remember her at her first death anniversary. Let's think of her and her good qualities, and let's think that may she find peace, and as Buddhist, for her, let's wish for her whatever the good qualities, whatever the good deeds that we are doing in memory of her, may that be helpful, and for her to find the ultimate peace in her journey. With that wish, let's come to the end of this program. Dukkhappatā ca niddukkhā, bhayappatā ca nibbhaya, sokappatā ca nissokā, hontu sabbe pipānino. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear stuck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may being find relief. With this, we come to the end of this program. May all the blessings be with all of you who are participating in this program, Mr. Daya and their children, and Mr. Raj, and all other brothers and sisters, and all the family members. May all the blessings be with you for your good health, happiness, and the success of all the good deeds that you are doing. All those who are, and not only the family members, those who are participating in this program. And I wish you all happy and peaceful